The U.S. now has officially a new federal holiday on June 19th, commemorating the end of slavery in our nation, better known as Juneteenth. This comes after the House passed legislation tonight following a unanimous vote from the Senate yesterday. That bill is now on its way to President Biden's desk for his signature. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil live in D.C. tonight with the latest on this. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Rob, it's a huge deal anytime we add a federal holiday, but the significance, the history behind Juneteenth really made this a symbolic victory. We heard a lot of Republicans, Democrats from red states, blue states, they all came down to the floor and talked about how important this was for their voters back home, particularly their African-American voters. This thing had a lot of support here in Congress in a way that today not a lot of things do.
The bill is passed.
156 years in the making. The official end of slavery, or Juneteenth, now on its way to becoming a federal holiday.
I think it will be a tremendous demonstration of unity for every one of us to vote to pass this law recognizing June 19th.
The June 19th holiday represents the moment the last enslaved African Americans learned they'd been freed. Following the Civil War, Union Major General Gordon Granger rode to Galveston, Texas to deliver the news that slavery had been abolished. It was a full 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Today, 48 states recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday. But Wednesday, Congress moved to make it the 11th federal holiday on the calendar. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee delivered an emotional reckoning of Juneteenth's significance.
Slavery was real. These are the brutal backs upon which the whip went over and over and over again.
The Juneteenth resolution passed the Senate unanimously after the lone objector, Republican Ron Johnson, changed course to support it. It passed overwhelmingly in the House, although some Republicans voted against it, saying they opposed the name Juneteenth National Independence Day.
Naming this day National Independence Day will create confusion and push Americans to pick one of those 2 days as their Independence Day.
By and large, the bill had wide support from both sides of the aisle.
The story of Juneteenth is a story of freedom.
Today, many celebrate Juneteenth as a historic representation of the cost of freedom and a mandate to continue in the pursuit of equality.
Juneteenth is a reminder that none of us are free unless we are all free.
And the House vote today, 415 to 14, just to give you an idea of the support there. There are some practical effects of this, by the way. Now, federal workers will get this as a holiday. Some federal offices may close. Those are things that don't happen when just states recognize this as a holiday. So we are going to see some changes, certainly, that a lot of people are happy with. Marnie?
A historic move. Joe, thank you.